All right. Let me just check if this is working. All right, we should be live right now. All right, all right. Hello, everyone. I'll make my post, story, Instagram, skull, everything. This is the first time I'm doing this, so I might be like a boomer and not know how it works. What's up, Praveen? How's it going? Hey, Will. Nice to see you, boys. Thank you for joining. So apparently, if I click on your comment, like it's gonna appear. I don't know why my name is here on the corner. We'll just keep it for there. So if I click, let's say Praveen, there you go. Look at this production, high quality production. Cool, cool, cool. So I'll make a IG story. Yeah, boys, thank you for joining. I appreciate it. I've been asked a few times to do live Q&As. I've never done this before, so I'm curious to see what it's going to be like. But yeah, it's just going to be like a live Q&A, answering a few questions. In the future, I would like to. What's up, Jason? I would like to do like inviting people and having like a live one-on-one conversation. So kind of like live coaching and just doing it in front of an audience just to help as many people as we can. I think that can be super interesting. Obviously, we'll have to see what the amount of people are joining and if this is gonna work out or not. But I do think it's a very good idea. Instead of just doing them privately in our community, why not stream them and just display it to everyone so you guys can get advice, see like what are other people doing with their agencies, where they're at with their businesses, where are they struggling with, and then this way I can help that person on a one-on-one basis, but also provide value to everyone who's listening. So it's kind of like a win-win for everyone. Yeah, boys, if ever you have any questions for me or anything you want me to go over, don't be shy, and I will make the post on Instagram in the meantime. There you go. Happy New Year, Sarush. Happy to have you join us, bro. Yeah, I hope you guys set resolutions and everything. I made a video about resolutions. I even went to the gym this morning, packed with people, which is pretty crazy. So I guess people are setting the New Year's resolutions to get in shape, work out, and everything. We'll see how long it lasts, though. People are very quick to set goals, but quick to also let go of them. So share, copy link. I might even bring on someone on the live just for one of our clients who wants to join in. Maybe we'll have like a one-on-one conversation, just talk about his agency, so you guys can just see what it's like, the behind the scenes of someone who's making pretty good money with their agency, and just understand what are their day-to-day processes, their routine, how are they acquiring clients, and all of those good things that can hopefully help you. Join now. There you go. Instagram story posted. Is Oliver going to start martial arts? Yeah. Very good question. Thank you, Praveen. I think it sets the tone right for what I'm trying to accomplish with this live stream. No, I will not do martial arts. Funny enough, when I was younger, I used to. Um, I did like karate, boxing would be one of my goals. I do like I go to the gym 6 days a week. I do push pull legs. I've been eating very well recently. And when I say eating well, I mean like bulking, like eating enough. One issue I've been having is just not eating enough. So I'm naturally someone who doesn't need that much calories, or at least I feel like I don't need that many calories. So I can go a whole day without eating. And that was like really impacting my workouts. So I'd spend, every single day like an hour and a half at the gym and not gain any weight whatsoever. And recently I've been tracking my calories and everything. Went up from 180 pounds to 185, which I'm very happy. We'll see how far I'll take it. I'll push myself until the summer, then I'll do like a mini cut. And doing cardio would be very good. So running at the treadmill, is that something I want to do? I'm not too sure, but something like boxing where I'm actually learning a skill, but also at the same time doing my cardio, I think that can be very useful. So maybe we'll see. Okay, so Charlie, real question. What's a better skill, marketing or sales? So that's a very good question. I think my opinion changed a lot on this. It used to be sales because I was heavy into sales. For those that don't know, I used to door knock. So I was selling pest control, going door to door. And that was what basically started my whole entrepreneurial journey. I didn't know anything about business. I knew the basics, like I was watching YouTube videos and stuff like that. But when it came to actually running a business, like having proper experience, I didn't have much. So this one time, just to give you guys the story, I was in college studying industrial engineering. I sat in one of my classes, and when I sat in front of my desk, there was like this piece of paper that said, learn how to door knock, make 40K in a single summer, learning how to sell and all of this stuff. And at first I looked at it, I was like, okay, this sounds a bit scummy, make 40K in the summer as a student and everything, do door-to-door commission based only. And rather than doing a internship, an engineering internship, I was like, let me just apply for this and see what's happening. So I applied for it. I got the position. I went through the training and I was like, okay, this is actually a real company. And they started teaching everything about sales. And back then I didn't realize how important sales was. I was like, I'm like, do you really need to know how to sell, So I went through the training. I started door knocking. On my first day at the job, I did 2 sales, which is considered pretty good. And ever since then, I've been just like perfecting sales because I really believe it's important. And with that company, every day we were having correlation trainings and stuff like that. And it really taught me how, if you know how to sell, you can get away with selling a product that is maybe not as valuable. So if you're doing grass cutting and you're bad at sales, it can be hard. Okay, because grass cutting in itself, it's like lots of people are doing it. So you need to be able to just sell yourself, sell the product, and being able to showcase the value of what you're doing, if that makes sense. And once you learn how to sell, that skill can translate to you being able to sell anything. So you can sell any product, any service. You can even sell yourself. Many people don't realize that every day you are basically selling yourself, whether it be a job interview, whether it be you're talking to a girl, you have to sell yourself. And I think this skill has been the most impactful in my life. It allowed me to start this online business. At first, I had to sell myself on YouTube, show people, that I'm capable of helping people and that I have an agency and all of these things. Then I had to showcase my skills to business owners when I was selling them marketing services. And being good at sales, if you're really good at sales, you can get away with selling without case studies, without a personal brand and all of these things. So I confidently, like if I go broke today, I know I could just go outside, start door knocking, and sell any type of service, and I'll make money. Now, the issue with sales is that typically it's a bit harder to do at scale. So I can only physically door knock like 100 doors per day. So that caps my income to how much money I can make. Let's say realistically, you'll have a 2 to 3% conversion rate. So that means 2 to 3 sales per day. So if I'm selling a $300 product, telling people, hey, I'll cut your grass, I can only cap myself to like 1K per day. Whereas with marketing, if you become a really good marketer, you can sell at scale. So that being good at marketing can almost replace the skill of having like being able to sell. But in and itself, when you market yourself, you have to sell yourself as well. So let's say someone who's very good at making webinars, like he makes, let's say Iman. Iman is a very good marketer. He will make an hour-long video selling himself, selling his product, selling what he does, and that video will do the selling for himself. And that's the skill of marketing. Okay, so they're very different. I think they're both important. I think ultimately, if you really want to scale a business, I think marketing is more important. But sales is like if you're a complete beginner, you've never made money online, you have no idea what you're doing, like you're just starting out, learn how to sell. Like that is going to be the most beneficial thing for you. Both Charlie and Praveen, if you guys can see them in the chat, they used to work for me as closers, and I think they can. I might even bring on Praveen on the live stream if he wants to, and he can share his story. But learning how to sell really, I believe, really impacted his life. Cool. Yeah, good question. %. But yeah, I love sales. Ultimately, sales is my go-to. Like I still to this day, I take calls, sales calls, even though I'm not supposed to as a business owner. I'm supposed to work on the business, not in the business. I just love to sell, and it's something that I personally cannot give up. Cool. Yeah, Praveen, I'll send you the link. I sent it to you on Discord. Okay. Good question, Sarush. So what are my goals for this year? So I think previously a mistake that I've been doing is setting myself too many goals. And when I do that, I tend to just spread myself thin and I end up like half-assing everything. Okay. Or I end up going just all in on a few of my goals and just completely ignoring other ones. So this year, what I'm trying to do differently is set myself skills that sort of complement each other. So by working towards one goal, I'm going to accomplish my second goal. So this year I have two goals. One is I really want to scale the YouTube to 10,000 subscribers. Not necessarily like, yes, 10,000 subscribers would be the goal, but I'm more so just looking for, I want to continue building the personal brand and taking YouTube a bit more seriously, which is hence why I'm doing these live streams. I want to build like a stronger bond with the community and just have like a tight knit of people who are just all wanting to grind, start their own online business and everything. So that is one of my goals. So build a personal brand, like specifically YouTube. And my second goal is to scale the business to 300K a month. Why 300? It's 10K a day. And with my margins, it more or less is slightly more than 100K USD per month profit. And for me, I've always said to myself, my ultimate goal is to make 100K a month, but not revenue, profit. Like I want to take home 100 after I pay for everything. Now, I say this now, but back in the day when I was in the basement, I used to say to myself, once I make 10K a month profit, then my life will be good and I don't have to work anymore. And I can just sit back and just let my machine work for itself. So we'll see what happens. But yes, so Rush, to answer your question, my goal is build a personal brand and scale the business to 300K a month. And we'll just push it from there. We'll see what happens next year. I'm curious to know if you boys have goals. I'd be curious to see what you boys set for yourselves. We have a quick question. Praveen is here. I'll just answer this question real quick. So Ilyas asked, what's the best way, do you think, for an agency owner to get better at sales? So repetition is the father of perfection. Okay, so the more you sell, the better you're going to be at it. I often see people watching YouTube videos, watch me close this person live SMMA call. They read books, they do all of these things, podcasts and everything, which 100% these things will help. But at the end of the day, until you actually start taking sales calls and you practice, you are not going to get better at it. It's like the common saying of you can watch videos on how to throw away basketball, but until you actually do it, you're not going to get better at it. So volume, just take as many calls as you can. If you're not booking sales calls, then the next best thing you could do to learn sales, which is what I did, was cold calling. So when you cold call, you are selling. You're not selling your product, you're selling the meeting, but it's still a form of selling. So that's going to be a way for you to just, same thing as door knocking. I used to knock 100 doors per day and do 100 pitches every single day. Most of them said no. I had a 2% close rate. So 98 people would say no to me, and only 2 would say yes. And that's considered it's considered a good closing rate. So replicate that when it comes to cold calling. So just cold call as many businesses as you can. Pick a niche, ideally like blue collar local businesses, and start calling them. And the more you do it, the better you're going to be at it. If I pick up the phone and start cold calling, give me 5 conversations, 10, and I'll book maybe 2 to 3 meetings. You take a beginner, he might make 100 calls to make to book 1 meeting, but it's normal. The more you do it, the better you get at it, and the more efficient you're going to be with your time. Liam asked, what's the biggest mistake you see most agency owners make? I think it depends at what revenue level you're at with your business. I think beginners are it's all in their head. They're very inconsistent, and they're going to say to themselves like, oh, I'm not going to start cold calling because I don't know how to run Facebook ads yet. So because I don't know Facebook ads, I am not going to start doing the work. So they create themselves like imaginary roadblocks, and they end up in the state where they're just learning, and they're not doing enough doing. When I started, I didn't even know you could, I didn't look up cold calling scripts or stuff like that. It was just logically, I pick up the phone, I speak to a business owner, and I pitch them my idea. And that's, essentially what's running a business. So I think the biggest mistake, especially beginners, is they just don't do enough. That's it. They're lazy, they procrastinate, and they make themselves feel good by watching YouTube videos that do the work for them. So yeah. Otherwise, once you're making a bit more money, I think it's not being aggressive with your money, reinvesting as much as you physically can. I think that's one thing that I really messed up on, is I take my money, I hoard it, I keep it, when I should have reinvested into ads, people, and stuff like that. I'm having trouble pricing my services. I'm thinking of doing free trials right now. Once I start closing, I'll open it up. Sorry. I'm thinking of doing free trials right now. Once I start closing clients consistently, that's when I'll start charging 4K PIFs. Yep. So if you're just starting out, you have no experience, you have no idea what you're doing, and this will be your first client, then respectfully, you don't deserve to get a paying client if it's your first client. You haven't worked for it, you have no idea what you're doing, and quite frankly, it's not really ethical to charge someone 2K for something that you have no idea what to do. So you can do one of 2 things, what I did is I hired someone who was very good at running Google Ads. So I knew I had someone who was a beast. He showed me his case studies. I trusted him. So when I closed the client, I was using his case studies. And I knew ultimately they would be working together. So the person would get clients. Our client would get clients. Otherwise, don't be afraid to start with free trials. Or you can do performance-based. So don't charge them anything up front, but just for every lead or every customer that they get, you can get X amount of money. Okay, and that amount will vary depending on what's your niche, who you're going after, and everything. Okay, but no, I have no issues with doing free trials. Quite the opposite. I think it's the right thing to do. You start, work for free, prove yourself, get case studies, and once you have enough case studies, then reach out to new customers, and you start charging those new customers. And once you have too many customers to handle, you go back to your free trial clients and you tell them like, hey, I'm working with these people who are all paying me 1K per month. I love working with you on a performance basis, but we're changing our pricing. So if you want us to continue working together, it's going to be 1K starting next month. Otherwise, best of luck. And you part ways and you get a new customer who's willing to pay you that amount of money. And you just keep repeating that. Once you're maxed out at 1K per month, you start charging people 2K and you work your way up to doing PIFs for 4K. Cool. I hope that helps you, bro. Okay, so I'm going to add Praveen to the stream. For those that don't know Praveen, he is a student of mine. He's probably been with me for, I appreciate it. He's been with me for such a long time. And I saw him grow from like a high school kid who was working some regular part-time job all the way up to now owning an agency that makes 20, 25K per month. And I saw that progression from him. And I think if a 16-year-old full-time high school student can do it, I honestly think anyone can do it. Okay, so he's solid. So one second, I have no idea how to add you, Praveen. I feel like a boomer. I think.
Yo, am I in?
Is it working?
Yo, why the fuck do I look like the fucking Grinch, bro? Oh, sorry. Can I swear? No, I'm not trying to swear.
Yeah, you can swear. It's fine. Just keep it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Wait, do I do an introduction?
Yeah, do an intro. Introduce yourself. I think people would love to hear your story, sort of like how you got started and how long it took you to start your agency and all of those things.
Yeah. Hi guys, my name is Praveen. Praveen Shan. I'm 17 years old. I'm in high school right now. Right now, I'm doing around 20K per month, and right now it's actually my slow season. And I know you guys probably want proof, so here's my Stripe over here. As you can see, we have 16.6K on Stripe over here. And today we made $900, but obviously that's just my Stripe. I have my WAP, which is another like 6-7K MRR in there. So yeah, it wasn't easy. Like I thought it was easy all this way, but now that I think about it, it's actually really, really hard. And I think Oliver's program, really states like why, like he tells you straight up, like it's gonna be a hard program. He doesn't like say like a get rich quick scheme. And yeah, guys, I mean, it's a pretty, I guess when I started, I think I met Oliver like oh my god, bro, it's been so long. Like what was it, like
what, a year and a half?
Bro, yeah, let's look at the year and a half. So I met like April, like like it was like June or something. What was it? Like April, May, June of 2023. And I was like a grade 10 student, and I was in this entrepreneurial space, but I actually like didn't actually start the agency up till like September, because I was just like, I was doing all this, I was sold this dream of by other YouTubers to like read books and meditate and like stop, like never mind, but like just to do these other stuff. And honestly, like yes, those things are good, but the main thing is you have to be doing your cold calls, you have to be actually setting meetings. So I actually started November or October, like September, October, November, and those 3 months with cold calling alone, with Oliver's help. Oliver gave me so sometimes like Loom feedback on like cold call video on the cold calls I made, and sent them to the community as well in school. And I scaled my way up to 4 paying clients, each paying around $1,000. And yeah, I was doing pretty well for myself at the time. And then I wanted to expand my my sales experience. So then I went to, and Oliver's like, yo, like you want to close for me? I'm like, sure, yeah. And then from then I just expanded my sales skills, and I helped him grow his, I did, right? Like I did help you.
You helped me 100%, of course.
Yeah, and it really helped me learn how to speak to people and speak to others in a sales manner. And yeah, and then I did that for a couple months, and then I told Oliver like, hey bro, you did a lot, you did a lot of good shit to me. And then I did my own agency. Of course, I still started with Oliver, and so then there's like a bigger program. I think it's called GS, like big pro. Now it's called GS Executives, and basically it's like a more premium program. And there you actually get one-on-one help with Oliver and his team, and Ruben and Alexei and Charlie and all these great people that can help you grow your business. And how I scaled was actually paid ads, guys. Like I know on Oliver's channel he preaches paid ads a lot. On my channel and probably some of your I don't know, like Charlie's channel, like a lot of people preach paid ads, but that's because it actually works. And yes, your first month might fail of ads, but it's not even fail. Like you test for the first month and then you go, right? I mean, obviously for me, I'm different. Like the first 3 appointments that came, I closed my first deal in like a week. But
you see, like the reason why you were able to close those first deals is because you had the sales experience.
Yeah. But like not, yeah.
So that was like a huge benefit for you. So that's why I go back to like learning how to sell. By the way, guys, for everyone watching this, we are currently hiring closers. Okay. So we're hiring a few, not too many, probably like 1 or 2 more. So there is a link in the description and it's like a form. Just apply and mention that you've been in a live stream just to show me that you're from YouTube and everything. And I can definitely give you my training and exactly what I did to Praveen. I can help you guys learn how to sell so that eventually, if you do want to close for yourself, it should be a pretty smooth transition as well.
Yeah. And then, it's just super. So I just listened to Oliver's advice and some advice I've found out from other, from on YouTube. And I literally did the same thing from 0 to 21K per month. Like it's that simple. Like I wish I could tell you guys I did some crazy hack, but no, it's just setting appointments and closing appointments. And I think I'm going to do the same exact thing until I hit.
Yeah, true. I think another mistake many people make, especially when they start making money or even at the beginning, is they start doing like 20 different things when one thing has been proven to work. So the amount of people I know who are cold calling, they're booking a few meetings, it's going pretty well. And instead of just doubling down on cold calling, they tell me, Oliver, I'm going to start a cold email campaign. And then I'm going to do an SMS blast. And then I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to do that. And next thing I know, they're doing 20 different things and they're just like all over the place. So stick with one thing, especially if it works, and just go all in on that. So with Praveen, he used to cold call. As soon as he got the budget for it, he transitioned towards ads. And I kept telling him, I'm like, bro, just double down on ads. Put more money, spend more. Just book yourself with 8 calls every single day with potential leads. And just do that until you physically cannot handle the amount of calls. Then hire a closer and just do more of it. Yeah. Okay, so that's a very important lesson. We have Charlie that asked you, what was the hardest part about scaling your agency?
Yeah, definitely the hardest part of scaling my agency was, I think, it's going to be, I think Oliver probably said the same thing, but it's actually finding the right team members to do it with you. Especially getting, my media buyer and like my person that sets appointments. I think one of the hardest things is, like, from a technical standpoint, is, retaining clients and getting the right hires to retain clients and to close clients. So that's like a technical standpoint. If you want to actual if you want like a motivation, like that type of one, it's just being consistent. So I know Oliver uses this example. I'll use it as well since I'm a student. Is I'd rather much a guy that, instead of doing 300 cold calls a week, like in one day, someone that does 70 each day. The one that does 70 is going to scale to 10, 20K per month. The one that does 300 is not going to have sustainable income. So I would say it's consistency, and the more technical it would be hires.
100%. Finding good people is very difficult. Yeah. I think like you can scale yourself all the way up to like 30K, even maybe 50K if you really push it, if you're good at retaining clients. But ultimately, you want to position yourself or view yourself as someone who's making 300K a month, 500K a month, those crazy big numbers. Ask yourself, what would Alex Hormozy do? Would Hormozy take sales calls all the way up to $1 million per month? Okay.
No.
The answer is no. So that's how I like to operate my business, is I view myself as someone who's already making 300K per month. That's my goal. So in my head, we're making 300K per month. So at 300K per month, is the business owner taking sales calls? So you position yourself to where you want to be, and you start operating that way. So that's very good. Lukeman is asking, what tips do you have to grow a good team, good media buyers, ISA? Ideally, hire for experience, especially at the beginning. So find people who have the experience that you're looking for, and also just give them the potential to grow. I think showing them the opportunity that they have by working with you, paying them well, and also showing them like, hey, if you stick with me and you make this work, I want to keep you long term. I want you to be a part of the team, and I want you to build this with me. Okay, you have to be extremely thankful to these people. Like, these people are, this I find crazy. Okay, still to this day, there's no one that I'm more grateful for than all of my team members. These people are deciding to spend 8 hours of their lives per day working on my business, scaling my business, which that concept for me is insane. It's like, this person could be doing anything they want with their time, but they're deciding to invest all of their time into scaling my business. So you best believe I will give them the best opportunity to scale and make as much money as they can, and show them that I am grateful to have you on the team, and I want you to be compensated for what you're doing. Even though at the beginning you might not be able to, show them the vision. Like, make sure they know, like, I want to scale this to 300K per month, and I want you with me throughout this journey. And I think people can see if you're serious about that. Otherwise, to actually find talent, having your personal brand is probably the best thing. Like, all of my best hires came from my inner circle. Otherwise, if you don't have a personal brand, it will be referrals. So if you're part of a community, we can 100% refer you to all of the best people. Otherwise, your last case is like Facebook groups. Make a bunch of posts, bunch of interviews, and be quick to fire. Okay, if the guy's not a good fit, get him out right away.
Yeah, personal brand, definitely. Like, that's number one best way to hire.
Yeah, helps a lot. Cool. We have Abbas just joined. Thank you, bro, for joining. Not sure if someone asked this, but want to know, how did you get your first client? So I cold called. Again, I came from a door knocking background. So all I knew was volume. Contact as many people as you physically can. And in my head, I always say to myself, I'm like, look, if I speak to 100 people, do I not believe one person will say yes to, I can bring you more clients per month, and I'm not going to charge you anything up front. I'll charge you on a performance basis. Do you want more clients? If I speak to 100 people per day, do I not believe one person will say yes, or at least be semi-interested? And then if you multiply that by 30, because you're going to cold call for a whole month, then that 100 becomes 3,000. So do I not believe out of 3,000 people that I speak with, not one is going to tell me, yeah, I'll give you a shot? Okay, so I cold call. And Praveen as well. If you want to share your story, I know you started off as cold calling as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's like exactly the same thing. I mean, it's just, uploading a bunch of contacts into a big, just into a big file, and then uploading it on a high level, and just going as hard as possible.
Yeah, it's volume.
Yeah,
it's 100% of a volume game. Cool. Curious to know, are most of you guys like starting out, or do some of you already have clients? Or Abbas, if you want to expand and explain to us, like, what's your niche, what's your offer, what you're trying to do? We can definitely give you some insights on what you're supposed to be doing. Edgar, nice to have you here, bro.
All right, yo, Oliver. All right, Well, guys, wait, you want to invite another guest or?
I might, yeah. I was thinking of. I think we might as well
I
go
think
ahead
like
add it.
I think in these streams, bro, you should like add like a couple people. Yeah.
I'll do one person at a time. Like I'll just get a quick assessment of what they're doing and everything. We'll see how it goes. Again, this is my very first time for everyone who just joined in. First live stream I've ever done. So I'm just going with the flow and seeing what's going to happen. But yeah, Praveen, thank you very much for joining and answering those questions. I think everyone appreciated it. And I'll try to see if other people can join as well. But yeah, bro, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Bro, see you guys. Peace out.
Peace, bro.
Peace.
Cool. So I'm just gonna leave the link in the chat and just see what happens. Okay, because again, I'm not too sure how it works. Yeah, guys, if you want to have a just quick one-on-one conversation, ask me a couple questions. Let me know where you're at with your business, what you're struggling with, or if you're just starting out and you want to have some general advice. I've helped over 600 people now. Okay, I have a pretty good understanding of what works, what doesn't work, and I can definitely point you in the right direction. Perfect. So we have Luke, man. I think I recognize you, bro. Huh? Aren't you Praveen's friend? How's it going, bro?
Yeah.
How's it going?
Yo,
How's it going? Can you hear me?
Yeah. What's good, bro?
Good. Where are you calling from?
Calling from Virginia. Yeah, I'm Praveen's student.
Ah, Praveen student. Yeah, I've heard of you before. I think I've seen you on his YouTube, or he spoke to me about you or something. Yeah, I have.
It's good to hear.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do you want to give us like a quick
like
September? Cool. Do you want to give us like a quick introduction on like where you're at with your agency and what you do?
Yeah, sure. Basically where I'm at. So I started the agency, the SMMA, in like September, and I mean I was doing dials every day, like 100 to 200 every day, just volume. And I signed 4 clients, but one of them, free trial clients, said like after I got him results, he just like estimates there's complications, so he wanted to like leave. So I churned 1 client. So I have 3 clients right now, 3 paying clients.
Nice.
And my ads are going live tonight for my agency. So
cool. Good for you. What market are you going after? What's your niche?
Landscape.
Landscaping. Okay, that's huge. I have lots of students who are making good money in landscaping. So that's definitely going to help. Cool. And how much are you charging your clients right now?
Right now, if they're doing like, it depends on ad spend. If ad spend is 1.5K, I do 1.5K. If ad spend is 1K, I do 1K service fee. Okay. So I have 1 client doing 1.5 ad spend, so I just charge him 1.5. The rest are just 1K.
That makes sense. That's perfect. Good, bro. Yeah, I understand. That's exactly what Praveen told you. I would have told you the same thing. So now that you're making some money, you've gained the experience of cold calling, contacting potential clients, and then closing clients. You've worked with 3 people already. So the next natural thing for you is to just go all in on ads. Ads will be a game changer for you.
That's the goal.
That's the goal. And number 1 advice I can give you is make sure you track your ads. Okay, you have to track everything. How much are you spending? How much is it costing you to get a lead? How much is it costing you to get an appointment? And more importantly, what's your ROI on ads? Okay, because you cannot be spending ads and just blindly hoping that you're making money. Okay. Ideally, you're looking for like a 3x, 4x ROI on your ads. Or worst case, you break even on your profit margins because you have a recurring business model.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what Praveen told me.
Yeah, that's perfect. Cool. You have any questions for me? What's like the main thing holding you back?
There's nothing holding me back. It's just, finding that good media buyer. Is it like, I'm close with Nazar. So me and Nazar, he's helped me out a lot, like with my clients that I have right now, just teaching me how to run ads. But just, finding that media buyer is tough. So I've had like 1 interview, and I mean, it wasn't really, it wasn't a good match. So.
Okay. Are you able to run ads?
Yeah. I'm able to get results.
Cool. Okay, that's very good. So at least you can assess other media buyers and see if they're a good fit or not a good fit. I can definitely ask Praveen. He can maybe make a post inside of our community, and we can probably find you someone who's already running ads, who has experience that can help you. Otherwise, bro, it's exactly the same thing as getting clients. What do you do to get clients? You do a bunch of prospecting, bunch of cold calls, bunch of sales calls, and eventually one is going to say yes and pay you. Okay, you're the first person you contacted probably didn't convert into a client, and it's the same thing when it comes to hiring people. Okay, so you do a bunch of interviews, you get a bunch of applicants, you do a bunch of, free trials with your potential team members, and then if they're a good fit, then you hire them. Okay, but yes, it's very difficult to find good talent.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
You're welcome, bro. It was nice meeting you. Okay.
Nice meeting you too.
All right. Peace, bro. Cool. Oh, this is cool. I like this. I was going to high profile. 100%, bro. You can ask any questions that you might have. And also, that link is still active. So if you guys want to join, I think you should be able to just click that link, and you'll be able to join the stream, and I can help you live, and we can have a conversation together. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. I'm still getting the hang of it, This is still new to me. I'm not used to making live content. I think, at least for me, when I make content, you guys probably notice, I literally just turn on the camera and I talk. Like, I don't do edits. I'll do like a few edits, like here and there, like if there's pauses or if I do ums and stuff like that. But as a whole, I don't really have a script when I make my videos. So I think this format of content is not such a huge transition to me. But I do know some people who spend hours and hours producing their content, and I know for them doing lives might be a lot more nerve-wracking because now it's like their true colors are showing. But for me, I always felt like just having like raw, unedited videos allowed me to have more of like a personal connection with my viewers, and that's something I've always wanted to maintain. So, but yeah, it's about AAA. Is that okay? I'm not too sure what AAA is. Yeah, boys. I hope you guys are seeing value from this. Again, if you're just starting out, typically the best advice I can give you is pick one niche, one market that you want to go after, ideally a local niche. So we've been seeing lots of success with anything that's blue collar. So landscaping, roofers, tree removal, grass cutting, all of these things, plumbing. That's what I started with. There's a huge demand for what we do. So providing them leads, customers, that can be through Facebook ads, Google ads. There's lots of ways you can do it. Once you pick that, pick a good offer. How do you find a good offer? Look at those who are running ads and copy their offers. Use that as like a baseline. So if I want to go after landscaping companies and I'm not too sure what they want as an offer, the first thing I'll do is I'll go on Facebook ad libraries and see other agencies who are going after landscaping companies. What is their offer? And if I see everyone's doing, hey, I'll guarantee you 30 leads every single month or your money back, then guess what my offer is going to be? It will be 30 leads or your money back. Okay. So once you pick an offer and a niche, then you just go ham on outreach. Okay. That is the most important thing. It's not your website. It's not your personal brand. It's not your VSL. It's not your calendar. It's not none of those things. Okay. It's just contacting as many businesses as you can. And again, if you contact 100 people, do you not believe that at least one person is going to be interested in getting 30 leads every single month? Okay. The obvious answer should be yes. And you just do that enough times and eventually someone will say yes. And that first client is going to be the hardest. Getting that second client will be a lot more quicker. And then and so on and so on. Once you get more customers, it's going to be even easier to scale. Cool. All right. So if there's not any more questions, I'm gonna end this. But yeah, this was very fun, very new to me. I'm very happy I did this. As usual, if ever you guys have any questions for me, I'm very open in my DMs, okay, on Instagram. So you guys can ask as many questions as you want in my DMs. I am the one to answer them. Again, for me, the most important thing is to just build a relationship with my community. Okay, that's something I've always wanted to have. Just a group of young people wanting to make a bunch of money online. So if ever you have any questions for me personally, 100% you can send me a DM on Instagram. Otherwise, you can also join these live streams. I think this can be quite interesting. We have someone who joined. I think Mr. Abbas. Let me see how to add you, bro. Cool, bro. How's it going?
Yes. Hey, Oliver, I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm very good, bro. Where are you calling from?
Happy New Year. Thank you.
Happy New Year to you too.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, please. I'm just starting out with my agency. So I have not get any clients yet. So firstly, I was targeting car dealership owners, but I didn't get results. So now I'm targeting almost every business possible to land my first client.
Okay.
So yesterday, I got a coach that he wanted me to run ads for him, but I told him that I'm a new brand, so I don't have any case studies. So I'm going to give him a 30-day free trial. So I'm still waiting for him for his response, and this is my case right now. I'm struggling to get my first client.
Yeah, the first client's always gonna be the hardest, bro. Okay, it's normal. I do believe if you don't have any case studies, nothing, the right thing to do is to start working for free. Okay, that's what I would do. Okay, prove yourself, like learn how to get people results, and then once you get those results, you'll see to get your second client, it's gonna be a lot easier because now your sales call is just gonna be you're gonna show him your screen, and you're gonna tell him like, look, for this other car dealership, I got him X amount of sales, and he spent this much on ads. This is how much money we made him profit. I can do the same thing for you. Do you want to work with me? Yes or no? Okay, but that first client is gonna be very difficult to get. It's normal. I don't like car dealerships. Okay, I've had a few of my students work in that market, and it's just it's a bit tricky. It's not the easiest thing to get into. I would stick to something that's again blue collar. Okay, so like a plumber, landscaping, tree removal company, fencing, painting, something like that. You know, those markets for our clients, they work extremely well. And from there, bro, just contact as many people as you can, work on a free trial, and as mentioned, as soon as you get that first client, get them good results, and then from there you can slowly transition to charging your clients.
That's good. There's a last question. Someone told me because of my accent, I won't get clients in the Western market like America, Canada, and this. As you know, I'm in Africa. So, according to your experience, does the accent affect the market that you are targeting?
It might. I mean, it's normal. Like if people like they can hear that you're not from America, they're gonna start questioning themselves. You're like, well, where are you from? Like, well, like you're not local to us and everything. So it might affect you. I mean, it's not something you cannot do anything about it. So it's like why complain about it? Like, funny enough, if you go on my YouTube and you watch my first videos, you'll see my English was a lot worse. French is my first language, and then English is my second language. So when I started in English, it was very stressful for me to speak in English because I was like, even today, you can tell like English is not my first language. It's just something that you have to fight through, and it's like there's not much you can do about it. Worst case, you can hire someone that can do like the client communication for you. That's something you can do, but no, I wouldn't stress about that. I mean, it's not something you can necessarily. I mean, you're not located in the States. You know, it is what it is. You cannot do much about it. Just work through it. And I mean, Praveen, I don't know if you were on the stream when he joined. The first person that joined, he's 16 years old in high school. Okay, he looks like a child, and he could have said the same thing. He could have said like, "Oh, I'm a kid. Like, who's gonna want to work with a 16-year-old?" Okay, but instead of complaining, he went through it, and people will say yes. Okay.
Great, wonderful.
All right, bro. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. You're welcome.
All right.
Take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Cool. Perfect, boys. All right, cool. I'm going to end this here. Again, thank you to everyone who joined. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the questions and everything. This was actually fun. I will do these more often. I don't know what's the exact schedule. I'm going to do them maybe once a week. We'll see for now. But yeah, as I was saying, if ever you have any questions for me, questions like Kofi, how do I get an awesome hairline like you? If you want access to my secrets on how I get the best hairlines, feel free to just send me a DM on Instagram and I'll help you with all of those things. If you want to work personally with me one-on-one on my coaching offer, there's a link in the description. For just this stream, I will be taking the calls. Okay, so typically my team handles these calls, but just because it's the first stream and I want to sort of reward everyone who joined us, if you use the link in the description, I will be the one taking those calls. Okay, so we can have a quick conversation, see if you're a good fit to work with us. It's a performance-based program, so I'll basically work with you one-on-one until you start making money. That's essentially the offer. So there's not a specific timeline to it. I cannot guarantee you results in 3 months. I'm not a magician, so I don't know what's happening in your life, but what I can guarantee you is I work with you until you start making money. That's something I can hold on my end. So if you're interested by that, there's a link in the description. Otherwise, best of luck. Keep grinding. Watch content on my YouTube. I try to post as much value as I can just to help you guys out. And yeah, again, thank you to everyone who joined, and we'll see each other in the next one. Peace, everyone.